The intro for the Pocket
What am I
Pod.
saying?
Just say the intro to Pocket Pod. You could introduce yourself, ask a question, a
A
quote.
question about what?
I don't know anything. What would this is you're on my platform, you're on stage right now. What would you ask the world? What Exactly, it's a hard question. So you but yeah, the Pocket Pod at the end of it.
Can we start AIing raining bunnies?
Mm. Mm.
I want it to rain bunnies.
Mm. Talk to him.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
The Pocket Pod.
The pocket pot?
The Pocket Pod.
Pocket pod.
Intro to Pocket Pod.
Intro to pocket pod.
Thank Good morning. Good morning. It is 6:17. It is 6:17. Real quick note. I was editing, preparing my videos, and made it to 7. Officially made it to. It was Thursday yesterday, and I had my post schedule all the way for next Thursday. So I am in the truest term, in the truest definition, I am a weekend. He said brick by brick, step by step, layer by layer. Mm-mm. Oh my. Uh, Another day, another chia. 6:49. Another day, another chia. It is March 26th. Ooh wee. Yo, I'm here. I'm looking at what is it? The juice. The juice and my frozen fruits and the ingredients that make up my smoothie. And uh I'm looking and the fruit, one of my fruit bags, my bags of fruit, because what I do, I get strawberry, pineapple, mango. Then I just put then I like just mix them together. So then it's not like I have to open 3 separate bags to get 3 separate fruits. I know I want all the fruits. Just throw the fruit in there. And I do that. But then one of the bags they busted. Like I was mixing, and I was like breaking it up. So, big chunk size. I'm breaking up the clumps. And it broke in the corner. I've been waiting for that bag to finish because every time I gotta make sure to fold a little extra in the corner just so it don't fall out. But the thing is, it's going. It's been lasting and lasting and lasting. And honestly, I'm impressed. Honestly, I'm like, oh, it's lasting. It's lasting and lasting and lasting and lasting and lasting. So like, hmm? It's nice. That's good. That's good. I like that. I can appreciate that. Before they would run out sooner, they would run out quicker when I first started because I was making my smoothies wrong. I was layering them incorrectly. There was a bit of hangover at some point. I'm here wondering, is there a right way to layer this smoothie? Because I was putting the frozen fruit and then the Greek yogurt. I was just going left to right in my fridge with my ingredients. The blender's all the way on the right, the fridge all the way on the left, and I start with the freezer because you only need the one ingredient from the freezer. Then you need a two ingredient from the fridge, the juice and the yogurt. So so it worked. So it worked. But I'm probably having a bit of hang up. This blender is probably having a bit of difficulty since the liquid part is like at the top and has to seep down. Like it's blending harder things first. Like this is not layered correct. Yeah, so I readjusted, changed up the process, and then once I changed up the process and I put the juice first, now I'm used to putting the juice on top of all the other things, and it kinda like I could eyeball it there. Like, I know how it looks there. If I want another wing, I'll go for it since I could actually eat in class today. This teacher is not that much of a stickler, so, well, stickler in that sense. So, but I was used to pouring the juice on top of the smoothies, pouring the juice on top of the smoothies. So I was like, oh, when it covers the fifth pineapple, that's when. Or oh, when it covers a little bit more than half of the overall concoction. And sometimes and I could tell I'm like, ooh, but I added a lot of dries right now, so it's probably so it was I could tell though. I could tell. But now, since I poured the juice first, I had to get reaccustomed to it. Because now I'm pouring the juice first. I'm realizing I don't need that much juice. Or the juice it's displacement. It's the volume displacement of it. So I'm realizing, oh, I don't even need that much juice. And then also, uh, 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 I don't need that much juice. And then as I'm doing this now, I'm also refining my fruit ratio. My fruit ratio, oh, it's 6:59. Look, you gotta leave right now. And I said if I go to Darren's class, I want to be on time because I feel like he's gonna do some bullshit in the beginning. I'm like, he's a bullshit guy. He's a bullshit guy. And when he does his little pop quiz and pop and whatever, he does that at the very beginning of the class. Just wants to punish whoever didn't show up on time. And I can understand that. He wants to reward those who actually showed up. Took the extra effort to be here on time. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Start car, start at 7 officially. Okay, car started. I'll be immediately after this. I'm not coming back home. I'm going straight to oh, my hair appointment afterwards. So I'll probably fix up everything now. I was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy." Oh, chia. You have that skinny straw. It help you savor the chia. I really do. I may need a big straw though. TBH. To be honest, to be honest, if that chia wasn't, would you want it? To be honest, to be honest, if that chia didn't do wonders for your microbodies, would you take it? Would you want it? Be honest. Yo, and I just, even though I'm late, and I had a little mini monologue over there instead of cleaning my blender. To be honest, to be honest, for the first time ever. To be honest, to be honest. Peace. Ugh. 709. 709. Cold as the Dickens. Cold as the Dickens. Uh, 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 uh. To be honest, to be honest. Oh, my door's frozen. Okay, it was frozen shut. Canada. Okay. On the road again.
Tell the chick Alexis she like 5'4". She don't tell Thonny she entitled. I'm fucking her and I fuck the bitch she idol. I'm inspired by the women with no rival.
7:31. Oh my god! I've d- I've done it. Well, I haven't done it, but ugh, I'm further than where I was before. I want you to keep in mind that I want you to keep in mind at the beginning of the semester, at the beginning of this semester, that Friday class was the most difficult one to show up to because the previous schedule it was a gradual curve. You had your more intensive things at the beginning of the week. You had it was like the first 2 days were theory, then it's lab day, and then and then the next lab day is only half of a lab day. It's only half day, and then the Friday you got just like 4 hours of one thing or something. But oh my. Mm, 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 mm. I and starting off this semester, Friday was just too difficult for me. Friday was just too difficult for me to attend. It was damn impossible. It was damn impossible. But so first Friday, no. No, first Friday, yes. Then the second one, it was like there was a snowstorm. Third one, I was no. Second one, I was sick. Third one, there was a snowstorm. Fourth one, I don't know. I didn't go. And then fifth one, I think there was another snowstorm, and I came on the sixth. But what you got to understand is, even though it sounds like I missed a lot of Friday, I really didn't miss that. I only missed one actual lab because of how much nothing there was. So it was strategical in all fairness. Teacher over here talking about, oh, I'm just saying, you missed a good amount, so don't let it get to a point where you miss more than half and you can't even pass. And I'm like, yeah, no, don't worry about that. It was one. It was one. It was one assignment. It was one lab. I missed out on one lab in the 5 week, and the knowledge. I didn't miss out. It's electrical. I did 3 years of electrical. Did about 3 years of electrical. Two really, two, three, 2.5, two and a half. I was going above and beyond, but oh my, oh my, oh my. Mm-mm, 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 mm. But now look at me about to show up on time. On time for Friday. On time for Friday. And I told Glenville. I told Glenville, I said, oh, he said, "Don't fool yourself now." And I said, "I'm not fooling myself. I swear. There's a beginning everywhere. It starts with a beginning. And there's a first for everything. There's always a first. So I'm gonna show up. This is just the first one of that showing up. Watch." And he's like, "I mean, don't fool yourself, pal." I said, "Watch and see." What? And I haven't missed a single class since. I said, "I swear to you, this is my vow." And I haven't missed a class since. Look, when you know, you know. What you gotta understand in this life, people are gonna try to discourage you and say that they know your reality, but you must shatter all conceptions and thoughts, all preconceived notions that maybe are justified, maybe they're vindicated and believable. What you have to understand is the reality I live in is a one made by my own creation. I will not allow you. I will not allow you to discourage me. To confine me. I refuse to surrender. So I showed up. I showed up to all the classes. I showed up to every single one of those classes since. How am I doing in the class, you may ask? Roll the clip. I don't know where I'm gonna put that in, but there's that. I'm pretty sure there's an electrical clip. An electrical clip in my recordings, but you heard the man. You heard the man. 90%. Jermaine asked me yesterday. Prince asked, "Oh, How'd you do on the test? The electrical came out. I said, oh, 89, 89.6. And Jermaine looks at me and say, how you do that? I look at him, he looks at me, I look at him, I say, the electrical engineering degree, the electrical engineering diploma that I have, LOL. When I walked into that test, when I did that test, I had my electrical engineering hoodie on, and I almost never got it. I almost let that opportunity pass me by, but because they said the hoodie was like $60 or maybe it was like $80, something I was like, that's not worth it. But my mom said, how many times are you gonna get this opportunity? The $80, sure, but it's only one time. It's a memory. It's a nice keepsake. I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it. You're right. All right, you're right. You're right. Objective, you're right. You're right. Look, I'm a logic man. If it makes sense, it makes sense. That's what I go with. That's all I know. That's all I know. So if it makes sense, it makes sense. And she say that if you level with me and it's level, if it's square, I say, oh, okay, fuck, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, man. So I can't even, I just and I have it. And on the front it says electrical engineering. It's in green and it's Centennial. I got it from the same school, different campus. The engineering campus. Like I'm at Ashton B's. My Ashton B campus. Well, same college, different campus. But what I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. On the back of it, do you know what it has a formula. It has it has Ohm's law and V over IR. And it start as a little triangle, but then it expand to a circle, and that circle because at first you really you're like, oh, okay, it's a triangle, and then you get later into it and into it and into it, and that circle turned into that triangle turned into a circle. That was kind of fun. That was nuts. That was a crazy moment when they revealed like that was only phase one, and you used phase one for the first like 2 years, for the first year and a half. But now you genuinely you don't need that one, you need this one. I memorized the circle. And with the difference with the circle, the triangle only had the three, V, I, and R. Voltage, current, and resistance. But you got into it, and then you also include power. Yeah, power. And power is V times I. Yeah, voltage times current. And that's all well and good and all, but and you knew that in year one. They told you about that because that's how you get your watts. And you can use your watts to get your horsepower, 746. 746 for each 740 watts, 46 watts is equal to 1 horsepower. So yo, brother, man. But you started to use that even more, and you also had to include power, because then from power you can go ahead and derive your resistance, because sometimes you'd only be given power. You're working with these powers, and you don't have the resistance. You gotta find it, or you're working with the power and you don't have the voltage where you gotta resist it, and everything was intertwined. It's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna be honest. I adored the difficulty. It was hard. It was a lot. It was tedious, and it was a lot more math than I anticipated. But to tell you the truth, I look back and I grin. I grin at the challenge that I boldly took, the adventure that I I was never I didn't I never thought I was gonna go to college. I never thought I was gonna go to college or university. I never wanted that. I've never in my entire time, in my entire life of being, I said no. Like even as a child, even when I told you the other episode I wanted to be a scientist, I didn't even imagine going to school for that. I thought like I finished this school and then I could like get a job and they could like teach me. Like they just like teach me on the spot or something. Like I did not want to go because I don't like school. I'm not a school guy. I'm not a school guy. Excessive is extra. That's unrequired. Let me sip some of my chia. My lord, the day is brimming with possibility, just like the chia. That's why I put it to the brim. That's why I always a little bit try to spill out, and I gotta sip, sip, sip because I myself am ingesting the possibilities. What's brimming? The cup's brimming. I have to take away that brim, and I give it to myself. So now I'm brimming with possibilities, potential. I'm I have that, and what I have is the imagination greater than reality. Brother man, sister woman, hear ye, hear ye. Yo, the day just started. The day just started, but the potential that I see is endless. And this chia only fuels me. I'm sponsored by Chia and Costco. It's the attempt, it's the effort, just a step a day, a step a day. A step a day. I didn't edit that many videos this time. I did one. I did one, but that one mattered. That one mattered, and I set up the groundwork for more. I said, and it's that groundwork. You don't have to do it all at once, but as long as you're doing it, as long as you're doing it, and when you get good at just because I just told you I didn't like school, so I would do what I could, what I can. I didn't like studying, so I had to make it fun. So I got engaged, enthralled, active. I became immersed. Oh, in this world, in this life, in this possibility. I'm watching these videos and before and the question pops up. I'm pausing. I'm pausing the video. I'm pausing the video and I'm gonna attempt the question myself first, and then I watch the guy. Okay, okay, all right. Every single time. Can I do it better than you? Am I on the right track? And then in the process, where did I fall short? You know, it is 7:28 on Friday, on a Friday, on the 26th Friday, on March 26th. I'm getting good at remembering the days. I'm getting good at remembering the days because I remember my upload schedule. I gotta know what I know what episode's coming out and how far I made it, you know. So I'm conscious of the days. I never wanted to go to college. I don't like school, so I did enough. I did enough. And what enough was not was getting it done by any means necessary. So if I knew I wanted to pass, if I knew I must succeed, I'm studying and I'm getting engaged. I'm making it fun. It's a video game to me. It's can you? It's some math questions. I don't know. It don't matter what it is. It matters that I'm doing it and I'm engaged in it. And the first step every single time was that attempt. I don't want to, and I don't even really like the thought of it. But what about the action of it? Because when the thought of something is different from the reality of it, the imaginary versus reality. When you bring it into this reality, it has to still. When you bring the imaginary into this reality, it still must conform in a sense to the reality because you have to make it so it has to fit just. That that's just a byproduct of it. That when you bring it into when you bring it into this world, it has to have these real world limitations. And it's on you to define them. Like it's on you to define how many of these are limitations and how much can you get away with? How much can you get away with is the name of the game. I arrived 7:28. 7:28. This is the Except in ice. This is the first class. This is the first Friday engines class I have made it to on time. Oh, actually, no. I had to be on time like 2 weeks ago for the test. How many weeks ago that was? Yeah. And that we did that test, had so much time afterwards. Cause it's a 3-hour class, you finish the test is only, like, hour and a half max, you finish hour 20. Now you got hour and a half until next class, and then oh, that's why those people were looking at me today, it's cause I have a pink bonnet on. Oh, with a big bow on the side. It goes with the fit, I swear. But yeah, I'm wearing a pink shirt, but you can only do as much as you can, bro. You can only do what you wanna do, really. And what I want to do, what the goals I want to accomplish, yeah, they have prerequisites. As I was talking about in the episode yesterday or my last session, and you have this guy, and he wants to accomplish certain dreams and goals and tasks, and what he must do, he said the way to obtain it. Mm, so, ugh, the way to obtain it is he has to become the boss, the head honcho. It gets to a point. It gets to a point. I'm here before the teacher. It's 7:31. I'm so on time. Holy. Jermaine, you stopped at Real Fruit? You stopped at Real Fruit? Real Fruit's open at this time? Yeah, I bet. Okay. What is that? You got chia? The chia? Oh yeah. Man like me got chia, but it's okay. And like me got chia, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm feeling nice. I got my chia. I got pineapple slush, blueberry, kiwi, strawberry, mango, cherry. Okay. Okay, that sounds good, low key. It's good. I can bet actually. And you got 2 orders. What else you get? Who are you with? I'm nosy. Don't give me things if you don't want me to ask. Like, who you with? Damn. Let me give Prince a smell of the chia. You? I smell that chia. That's what the chia do. Hmm. Hmm. Wanna try? You ever had chia in your life? Man, like you never had chia. You never had chia. I discovered chia. I'm the first person in history to discover. I'm the first person in history. I'm the first. I was the first person to buy it in Costco and exclude the lady that recommended it. Mm. What smell that chia is? Say you. I know you've never had chia in your life. I know you never had chia in your life.
You gotta make me a cup too next time.
You want try a sip? Try a sip. It might. That's what the chia do. That's what the chia do. But then you'll be reborn like a phoenix. That's a whoa. In my jacket. Yo, let me show you a video. Let me. I can't forget my chia. How's the chia? All right, never mind. Not you. They say it's good. Does it change them? Look at her. She love the chia. That's what the chia do. You better than bad bitches? You you tell me. You tell me. You no chia. It's chia. You know about chia?
No.
Chia seeds.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm the first person in history to discover chia. It's good for you. I have it every morning. I'm healthy now.
Systems you'd be triggering check engine lights and D-rings. You have manual inspection or part of your diet. So on these NOS sides, you bypass the third place gate, how a separate passive exhaust gas was